Earlier, we talked about effect cleanup. I told you that sometimes we need to return a cleanup function from our effect. In this example, we are sending an HTTP request to the server to fetch the users. Now, what if the user navigates away from this page? We don't want to wait for the server to return the data and then render it here. So as a best practice, when we fetch data in an effect, we should also provide a cleanup function for canceling the fetch request in case the data is no longer needed. To do that, here we create an object called controller and set it to an instance of abort controller. This is a built-in class in modern browsers that allows us to cancel or abort asynchronous operations like fetch requests, DOM manipulations, or any operation that might take a long time to complete. Okay? Now, when we call the get method, as a second argument, we pass a configuration object. This is a request configuration object. In this object, we set the signal property to controller.signal. And finally, at the end, here we return our cleanup function. In this function, we call controller.abort. Okay? Now, earlier I added an X here to simulate an error. Let's remove it. Now, back to the browser. Look, we have a canceled error, and this is ugly. So, back to our catch function. Here I'm going to add a block of code. First, we check if this error object is an instance of canceled error that is defined in the Axios module. If so, we return immediately. Otherwise, we set the error to error.message. With that, if you refresh, the error goes away. Beautiful. Now let's look at the network tab. Look, we have two requests sent to the user's endpoint. The first request is canceled because as part of mounting this component for the second time, React first removes the previous component, and that is like the user navigating away from this page. In that moment, our cleanup function is called and our request is canceled. So this is another benefit of canceling fetch requests. With the strict mode enabled, we don't have to worry about a request sent to the server twice.